Never let them bring you down, cause then you'll be on a level. Listen, I'm never giving up. Stand your ground, don't be too comfortable or too settled. Listen, I'm never giving up. When you hit rock bottom, it's only one way to go. Listen, I'm never giving up. Everybody got problems, how you handle them, no. Yeah, listen.
Hey, I'm John.
I'm Jonathan.
Welcome to the Formula.
What's up, bro?
The Brooklyn mess.
The
Brooklyn mess is what's up.
Oh man,
it's a hot mess over there, man.
Ugh.
And as a Knicks fan, just off the top, as a Knicks fan, I just want to say that I think we dodged the bullet.
Right.
I think we dodged the bullet.
You definitely dodged the bullet, bro.
Now listen, I don't hate Kyrie Irving,
right?
And I don't hate Kevin Durant,
right?
And when they were doing the whole free agency thing, I was like, man, that'd be a good look if they come to New York Knicks. But now with 2020 vision and looking back and with all the things that transpired, I think we could dodge the bullet. And I'm glad they didn't come to the Knicks. Y'all could stay over there in Brooklyn. And y'all could be the hot mess over there.
Can you imagine if you guys would have given up all your good pieces, young first, second year players that's like really balling out?
Right, some draft picks maybe.
For this mess?
For this mess.
Man.
This is a mess, yo.
It is a mess.
Now, the question is it fair? The criticism that Kyrie Irving is getting, is it fair? Is it just? Or is this an injustice to Kyrie Irving?
That's a good question.
Kyrie Irving, for those that don't know, we're kind of late to the party, but
it's still going on. So
it's still going on because
we're late to going over it like when it first happened. But
yeah, but there's still stuff that's still happening. So.
This thing's still hot.
Yeah, so allegedly Kyrie Irving posted something on social media.
That pile of poop is still hot.
He posted something on social media. It was a link to a film.
Yeah.
And the film is being classified as anti-Semitic. So reporters, of course, asked him about it because for whatever reason, reporters like to ask athletes. These are sports journalists, by the way. These are sports journalists, by the way, who like to ask athletes things that don't pertain to the game.
Right.
This tweet had nothing to do with what Kyrie Irving was doing on the court.
Right.
Just to put that out there. But they love asking him about the vaccine when that whole thing came about. And with the vaccine, it's like, okay, either he could play or he can't. Like, why are you pressing him on it?
Right.
You know what I mean? Either he could play or he can't. He can't play, okay, keep him moving. With this, he posted something on social media. They asked him about it, not basketball related. Of course, they made a big deal about it. He gets suspended for at least 5 games.
Yeah. The Nets. Now, the NBA did not suspend him. So, right now, the NBA is under fire as well because, of course, they want to put it on the whole NBA when the media or the public want these athletes getting suspended or whatever or punish them. You want to punish those little kids because if you don't punish them, they're going to run wild. So, yeah, they so the media and the public is just going crazy over the NBA not doing anything. So the Nets stepped up and did something.
The movie is called, it's from 2018. It's called Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America. I believe it's available on Amazon. So, and again, nothing happened to Amazon.
Right.
Who actually is putting this out there.
Yep.
And again, it's from 2018.
Yep.
So this is nothing new.
Nothing new.
Right. This is not something, this is not a new movie, new film, or whatever. It's been out for a minute. So nobody's trying to cancel Amazon.
Right.
They're asking him questions unrelated to basketball. and now they're trying to cancel him.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, everybody wants him. Well, some people want him completely expelled from the NBA.
Of course. I
It's
wonder, though,
tough because
I wonder how many people of these people though really that's chastising him. How many of these people are actually doing the research behind what he said or what he posted?
I'm pretty sure none of them read the book,
None of them read
and
the
I'm
book.
pretty sure none of them saw the film.
No, but and also going a little bit deeper, doing your own research, not behind what's in this film and what's in this book or whatever,
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But doing the research themselves to find out what's true and what's real,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm not saying that this is true and what's real because I haven't done the research myself,
And neither
Okay.
have I.
so I can't really speak on that. What we're really going to speak on is the behavior of the media, us as consumers of sports, and the NBA. You know, just making everything political.
And I haven't heard not one peep out of the Players Association,
Right, right.
who technically is supposed to protect players like Kyrie Irving.
So, of course, when any of this stuff happens, everybody want to hear what LeBron thinks, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when LeBron talks about injustice and wrongdoing, he needs to be quiet.
Right. He needs to shut
Right.
up and dribble, you know, in regards to other atrocities.
Right.
But, you know,
But when
this happened,
they want to hear from him.
They
We're
want to
waiting
hear
to
from
hear
him.
from LeBron. He's
Right.
the leader.
Right.
He's this, he's that.
And the
but-
other time, LeBron loves China. Blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
right,
Any
right,
other
right,
time,
right, right.
So, and of course, you got the typical Charles Barkley,
Mhm.
you know, people like that.
So
you know.
LeBron did come out and speak on this. I don't know if you heard anything about
I
that.
think I saw a post about it.
So he said that it's what Kyrie did was disrespectful, and he don't condone it.
Yeah, basically.
Like that's exactly what he said. Like,
Yeah.
So again,
And that's the other thing. We're his teammates. We're his brothers. We're other fellow players.
mhm.
If I was Kyrie's teammate, I'd be like, yo, you suspend him for 5 games with no pay. Suspend me for 5 games with no pay.
Mhm.
If he can't play, I can't play. If that's how y'all gonna do him, then I'm gonna sit down too.
Yep.
God forbid we have any kind of, you know, brotherhood or unity,
Right.
you know, in the NBA, right?
But then that's
it's not that I don't condone Kyrie went about this though. Just totally wrong.
Right.
To me.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna do something like that, like be informed.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
You know, and then be precise about what it is about the film that you were trying to get at.
Right.
Be precise about it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Be surgical about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because
don't just post something and then just leave it and then leave it up for interpretation because
that's it. Bingo.
You were going to interpret it.
Bingo.
You already know, Kyrie, you already know you got haters. Hard body. You already know the media don't like you.
Dude,
hard body.
You just came out of a huge controversy.
You just came out of one.
Right.
You just came out of one like a minute ago.
Like it was just last year. He missed like over half the season, right?
Right.
It was just last year, right?
Right. So, you know, he went about the whole wrong way. I would have been a little more precise about, okay, this is the part of the film that interests me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I would have said something like, I don't have all the answers, but I think this part of the film is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You just make a random post. Now, people say he promoted the movie. How do you feel about that? Because the word promotion,
right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
First, I don't follow Kyrie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. So
But and this is a buzz phrase that a lot of the media is using right now is millions of people follow Kyrie. He's putting this out to millions of people because he has millions of followers.
But
That's
so
the
does
buzz
Amazon.
phrase. Is that right?
They have how many subscribers? How many people shop on Amazon? How many people? Okay, so this is my thing. It's selective outrage. If you're gonna be mad at Kyrie, be mad at the film director, be mad at the people who participated in the film, be mad at whoever wrote the film, be mad at whoever published the film, whoever financed the film, be mad at everybody. Why is this just selective to Kyrie Irving? And that's it. Like, that's the issue I have with it. If you're gonna be mad and upset, be consistent all the way.
And like I would like to, I actually like to hear from like Draymond Green too. I mean, he always flaunting the new media. Where are we at?
And
talking about this,
and he can never keep his mouth shut anyway.
Yeah, but why isn't he talking about? I guess
where is he
just
at?
punch somebody in the face. I
That
forgot about that part.
So what?
So he want to keep that heat off of himself.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. Draymond is actually out here being violent. Like, he's not. Kyrie Irving just made a post on social media.
Right.
Draymond Green is actually punching dudes in the face.
Right.
You know, that's not inciting violence. That's actually being violent. So, Adam Silver says that it's at least 5 games, subject to how he handles it. Basically, if he apologizes, if the apology is sufficient, things of that nature. I haven't read the book. I don't know if it's anti-Semitic or not. My guess is Kyrie Irving isn't anti-Semitic, and he said as much. He says he's got love for everybody, basically. He's got love for all walks of life. So I think it's safe to assume that he's not anti-Semitic. But, doesn't really matter, right? It's about perception.
Right. So let's talk about the little bit that I know of what he said, for what they said was anti-Semitic. I know part of it is saying that black people are the original Jews.
I think that is the premise of
the movie.
All right.
So we haven't watched the movie, we haven't seen it, but just speaking on what Kyrie has spoken on, and just other people that has spoken on the internet, social media, that's actually these people that's on social media is feeling that what he's saying isn't wrong. That these people are saying that he's not anti-Semitic because, like, the black people in Africa, the original Jews, were actually black. That's in the Bible that a lot of people worship. Us as a nation supposed to be like founded off of this, but really the nation is actually founded off of like being free to actually practice any religion you like, right? So that's part of the thing that they're saying, that he's not being anti-Semitic because black people are the original Jews. So why isn't people like actually, especially us as a nation, why aren't we actually digging into that?
Yeah.
What really what's really in the Bible, right? What's really in the Bible? What is he really talking about? What is, like, multiple sects of people are talking about black people being the original Jews?
I have heard that before.
Original people that actually, like, a part of Exodus. That's actually like the Bible. From what I can understand of the Bible, it all happened most of it happened in Africa. and black people are from Africa. No one else is from Africa but black people. So that's very interesting. It really it really makes me think, like, what's real, what's not. Um, they're doing a whole lot to actually cover up something, and there's something being covered up that I always feel like, okay, they coming after somebody really hard. What are they covering up? Because they're not addressing the actual what he's saying. They're just saying you're wrong. I think that's a problem, right? So again, I don't know one way or the other. All I know is what the Bible says about who was in the Bible, what happened, that type of stuff. I understand that. And then, but why aren't people addressing the issue that he's saying? Not just saying that you're wrong for what you're saying.
Right. So if he's wrong, then what's
Tell
right?
us what's wrong.
Tell us what he's wrong about, and then tell us what the real
right
was real.
Right.
Tell us what.
So why are the Jewish people mad? Is it just because he said something? Because I haven't heard why he's mad. I haven't heard anyone say why they're mad. Why? Actually, I haven't heard any Jewish people say they was mad. I haven't heard anybody in the media say, "Well, this Jewish person say I'm upset because of this." All I'm hearing is, yeah, this is going to offend the Jewish community. The Jewish community is not gonna like what he's saying. Like, that's what I'm hearing.
I haven't heard anything from anyone in that community.
Right.
So I don't know how they feel about this.
Right.
'Cause I haven't heard from the Jewish community.
So I just think that the media need to do better with that kind of stuff. Like, really, let's not just make, because you're still gonna get the attention of the viewers. You're still gonna get the attention of everybody that's watching your show. You are the show. So tell them why the Jewish community is gonna be upset, or why they are upset.
This is a perfect opportunity to educate people.
Exactly. Not
perfect
just make
opportunity,
people upset.
right?
So
right.
you really the Jewish community, from what I can see, and I don't know. Again, I don't know. From what I can see, the Jewish community isn't the most upset people.
I haven't heard from them, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
From what I can see, from what the media is showing,
as far as we know, like,
because the media is showing that they're not the most upset people right now. The media is showing to me, from what I can see, is the most upset people. And when I'm on social media, I don't see any Jewish people saying how hurt they are. When I'm on social media, right? When I'm on social media, Facebook, Instagram, when I go to these articles that we just reading, if we go down to the comment section, I'm pretty sure we're not going to see any Jewish people that's saying why they're upset. I haven't seen that, because I've been into some of these comment sections and I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
So I'm trying to understand, like, what's making them upset. Like, I want to hear, I want to listen, I want to learn, because I'm an open person. I used to be completely blocked out. I tell you an experience that I had, and so this is going to get a little deep. All right.
Okay.
All right. So
we're here for it.
I'm opening myself up here. Right. The last few years, I've struggled with my faith, right? Because there is things that when I look at, it's like I need an explanation. Usually, it's like I'm a very teachable, coachable person. Like, that's why I was pretty good at football, because I can be teachable and coachable. You tell me to do something, I'm gonna do it. Tell me the right way to do it, so I can do it that way, so we can be successful. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I always went about my business. And so with a religion, I always looked at it like, this is what's been said in the church. we were gonna roll with it. These people are supposed to be leading us, right? So, but then when I started to do like some of my own research and some of my own reading, I'm starting to learn other stuff, right? Because even from my reading, it was like Jesus is black. All the Adam and Eve, I think all that stuff happened in Africa from what I read in the Bible. So, but why did my churches have Jesus as white with blue eyes? So, I mean, they say his eyes was like bronze and hair like wool. I ain't never seen a white person with wool looking hair. That's us. Our hair nappy. You know what I'm saying? So things like that. So
our hair is coarse, not nappy. Coarse.
Coarse. There you go. We got good hair. But so I put on Facebook because I was giving myself a little pat in the back and giving God praise. Like, man, thank God for just getting me out of my situation. This is years back. And a friend, this guy that I grew up with, he was like, dude, he been in jail too, though. Been in jail, so he's, like the Jews, there's the Israelites, the Israelite following, and he was like, man, God ain't do nothing for you. You did everything for yourself. Like, you did that, dude. You from Mount Olive, man. You brought yourself out of that. He just going in. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to hear that, man. God helped me out. I didn't do this by myself. You know what I'm saying? And I blocked him. I blocked him because he just kept going, like, just kept going. So I blocked him. And then, but over the last couple of years, especially with being locked up in this house and people doing a lot of research and all this stuff, and it making me think about, like, not that I know God has done everything for me, but it made me think about, like, things like, what are they lying to me about? Like, why aren't they really telling us the truth about, like, and making it public or whatever about, like, Jesus was black? You feel what I'm saying? Why do we keep, like, worshiping some people when them people didn't bring us out of the Exodus or bring us out of, like, they never brought us out of slavery. We just went to we just in another part of slavery. It's just another version of slavery. People going to prison for all their life. Just another version of slavery. Like, so that's me being vulnerable. Like, I've been fighting with my faith for years. You know what I mean? And I really do think, like, the media is changing narratives. People call it whitewashing everything. And then a point you said, they actually it's so selective on who they go crazy about, like who they focus on. Like, I have not heard anyone really talk about Brett Favre stealing money from the poorest country, the poorest state in the nation. Like, that is an atrocity. Like, someone was actually impacted for his decisions, not their freaking feelings, right? Not their feelings. Someone is without food because Brett Favre stole millions. But we don't talk about it. But ESPN, CBS Sports Radio, they all talk about Kyrie Irving 24/7.
24/7.
You might have there's not many people talking about the Brett Favre situation,
which they still should be talking about.
They still should, because that has not been.
I don't think that's been concluded. Yet. I don't think we have a conclusion on that.
No conclusion on that. He stole millions from poor people.
Right. How is Brett Favre not in jail? Like, how is he?
He's not in jail.
So he hasn't been arrested. No, nothing.
Nothing. He's taking money for speeches that he's supposed to do, but he never did. Nothing, man. I mean, that is wrong. Mississippi, and he stole this money to build a volleyball stadium or arena at his daughter's school. That's pathetic. It's not like he just did that for Mississippi, What is it? Mississippi State or wherever he went to school. I forgot where he went to school.
Yeah, I forget.
But he didn't just do it for the school. He did it for his child. This was 100% selfish.
Mm-hmm.
If his kid didn't go to that school, he wouldn't have done that for that school.
Nope.
That is freaking. That's pathetic. And if black people do stuff, these athletes do stuff, and they talk about how he got all this money, they shouldn't be upset and all this stuff, and they got all this money, blah 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 blah. Brett Favre made way more money than any black person in the league, I'm pretty sure. And this joker's stealing money instead of using his own money to build this complex. Because it ain't like he just got money from the football. He had endorsements and all this stuff too.
Right. So, and he was in the league for forever.
He's a Hall of Famer.
He was in the league. He played, how many years he played? I think he played well over 10 years.
Yeah, well over 10 years.
Well over 10 years. So
yeah. And then so one of the things that got me pissed off, because I listen to sports talk radio. That's all I listen to. And going back to the shite show at the Brooklyn Nets, like they're talking about Ime Udoka supposed to be going to the Nets.
Yeah, right? And I want to bring it back to your faith, and how you're struggling with that, because what Ime Udoka did, I mean, allegedly he had an affair. So with your faith, like, how do you feel about that? Because
Ime didn't have an affair. Him and Nia Long isn't married, I don't think.
No, I think they're married.
Are they married?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. I didn't think it was. I thought it was.
I didn't know that. I had no idea they were married.
I thought they was engaged, but maybe I'm wrong. But either way, someone committed adultery here. Well, and guess what?
Well, allegedly 2 people were committed
That's
adultery.
What I'm saying. Guess
because
what?
she was married too.
So he wasn't the only one that committed adultery here.
Right. So
right.
Okay.
So I don't think this would have happened if I don't think the all this spectacle here would have happened around Ime Udoka would have happened if that was a black woman. If he would have had an affair,
see, now you opened up a can of worms.
If he would have had an affair with a black woman, I just don't think that would have been a big story. Because as Stephen A has said, and I know this just been around sports, like people have sex with people all the time. Married, it don't matter.
Sure.
Everybody's having adultery.
Well, all my life, all I heard was men cheat. So
right, but they're cheating with somebody.
Right, and
so
let's be real, women cheat too.
Yes,
right?
yes, the women cheating too. Like it's
sure.
the married women as well.
Yep,
married women out there cheating.
Of course,
what I'm saying. So it's not just men, and this is, I mean, unless you telling me that you about to change the culture of sports and like this, like that background part of sports, like people cheating on having affairs and stuff and adultery and all that. Unless you're telling me that you're gonna do that, I say leave it alone, man. Because like there's Stephen A has said it. A lot of other ones have said it. Like this happens all the time. Either the person that commits the adultery, everybody get fired, and they going about their business, and it's not in the national media. It's either that happens or nothing is said at all. But in this case, it's a big deal.
So your religion doesn't really play a part in your judgment of Ime Udoka.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he's wrong if he's married, because I don't know if he's married or not with her. If he's married, I think he committed a sin. I think he committed adultery. He shouldn't have done it. But I don't like. There's two things can be true at the same time. I don't like the way they're covering it. If they're not going to cover it everybody that way, it's not just cover one person one way, and then you can say, hey man, this is wrong, and hey, these are the other people that did this too. Or when those things happen, so it wouldn't be a problem to me if I've seen in the media this thing happened, this thing happened, this thing happened throughout the years, and then it came to Ime, this happened as well. You know what I mean? Like now you're not showing a bias, but I don't think anybody see that there's a bias here, because a lot of people don't know that it's happening, and then the media is not covering it like, hey, this happening a lot. I don't like that. Cover it the way it is, like the truth behind the veil. If you want to let people behind their heap of mess in the at the Boston Celtics, tell about everything before this. Now, don't tell about it now because
this is the first time I've ever heard of a coach having an affair with someone at the workplace.
This ain't the first time this happened, though.
But it's not the first time it's happened.
Come on, man.
Like, we can't be naive about that.
No, so, this isn't the first time this happened.
No, absolutely
not. A lot of
people
know about it.
And this is typical workplace stuff.
Yes.
Like this, no matter what job, no matter where you at.
Yeah, football players, basketball players. It
happens all the time.
You got the trainers,
right?
And you feel what I'm saying?
Right. And technically, all these companies have policy addressing interwork like relationships. Even it don't even if it's Chick-fil-A or Target or whoever, they all have in policy on the books that you can't date someone in this position. You can't date. You can't have relations with so and so. Usually, it's if you're a supervisor, you can't date people under you.
Yeah. So
that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, that happens, man.
But yeah, typical workplace. So if the Brooklyn Nets hire Ime Udoka,
you telling me that the owner hasn't had sex with someone?
Come on, bro.
In the whole organization,
come on, bro. Like everybody in the NFL is in a scandal right now because they're all sexually harassing women at the workplace.
Yep, exactly.
So,
but yeah, so I was listening to CBS Sports Radio yesterday, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, right afternoon. And they was talking about how the Brooklyn Nets has thrown all their morals out the window because thrown all of their morals out the window because they're gonna hire Ime. Like, are you freaking serious?
Who has morals in the NBA?
Who has morals in the nation?
In the country right now?
Hey, come on, bro.
Who has morals in the White House?
Like, bro,
like in our government.
The same guys that said that, I guarantee you that they voted for Trump.
Probably.
I guarantee you. You know what that guy said? You heard him on TV saying on video in 4K. You know what you heard him say? Grab a woman by the pussy. That was okay with you, and you still voted for him.
But now all of a sudden, the Brooklyn Nets have no morals.
Okay, he called mainly black men son of a bitches, but you still gonna vote for him, and you still voted for him. Where's the morals at?
And if he runs again, you're probably gonna vote for him again.
Oh yes, they are.
Absolutely.
And how about this? That same guy, he just committed adultery, right? This guy, Trump guy, that is the leader of the free world, he's been divorced 2 times.
On a 3rd marriage.
Okay. Morals. We are all about morals here in America. But your vote is going to be casted for somebody that has, I'm sure, multiple adulterous relationships.
Probably. Who, Trump? Oh yeah, probably.
Telling people to grab a woman by the pussy.
You'd be crazy. You'd be crazy to think Trump stayed faithful the whole time.
This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about.
Right.
And then other people are voting for somebody that specifically in Joe Biden specifically went after black people. He was part of the war against drugs. Mm-hmm. And come on, man. We live in a country that when they started hiring black officers, finally, that black officers was told not to arrest white people, to only arrest black people. Mm. That's this the morals that y'all want to talk to us about.
Yeah, nobody could be talking about morals.
Like, come on, man.
That's long been gone.
The morals only affect most of the time. Morals only affect black people. Morals only affect black people. We got to worry about our burdens of through life. We got to think about: are we doing the right thing? Are we doing the right thing? Hey, if we speak to this, all right, let's go back in time. If we speak to this white woman, if we look at her wrong, are we gonna get hanged or drugged behind the car? Mm-hmm. All right, so we gotta be scared to even look at a white person. Mm-hmm. Okay, if we don't say yes, sir, it's the problem. All right, we gotta be worried about that. Now we gotta be worried about. We gotta be worried about all the morals. If we wear our hair right, we can't wear this hair. All right, we can't have hair on our face, dude. I'm not old, and when I came out of college, they wanted all my hair gone. Because I'm gonna be a different person with hair or without hair. Think about that, man. Think about that. They say, oh man, this is what the business people told me, man. I'm telling you, like I went years shaving my effing face, right? Shaving my face. My culture's gone. Who I am is gone for years, bro. Because people telling me that, well, you know who they talking about when they say they. Mm-hmm. They're gonna trust you a whole lot more if you don't have hair on your face.
Wow.
And I'm like, so if I don't have hair on my face, I'm gonna be trusted. And if I get in and grow my hair back, you're not gonna trust me anymore. Like my whole personality. Everything, my whole upbringing, everything that I did.
So much for judging people by the content of their character. So much for that.
Yes.
So much for meritocracy and working hard.
Yes.
And just getting ahead based on what you do and how you go about your business.
Going out the window because I have hair on my face.
Don't talk to us about morals.
I can't get a good paying job, bro, because I got hair on my face or the color of my skin. And you talking about morals? Get out of here, man. That's the stuff. See, that's the stuff that, like, when people really think about America and like this media stuff and how they spin things and they just throw gasoline on one topic and not even like don't even think about other topics. Like, dude, you really got to rethink what this America experience is all about. You really got to rethink it. And as white people, you got to rethink it too. Like, we are really doing this, and we are allowing these people to do this. Like, that's where things got to change.
And that's why I was disappointed. It seemed like nobody had Kyrie's back.
Yeah, nobody has his back.
Because now we're saying, yeah, it's okay to treat not just players, but black players in this way. Because we're not going to do anything about it.
And I think that a lot of people are scared to speak on it because they haven't done the research and the media has the loudest voice. Mm-hmm. They can spin everything. Mm-hmm. No matter what you say, they're gonna try to spin something. And like, it's hard to speak on. Like, I guess you can at least say, man, hey man, whatever you're going through, I got your back. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you're right, but.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I'm not saying you're right, man. Yeah. But we boys.
Right. You're my brother. I mean? You're my brother.
If you need to talk to me.
Right. Brothers keepers.
I'm not saying you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. You gotta, even as friends, you gotta still keep what's real, what you believe in.
And it'd be your friends who are more capable of criticizing you.
Yep.
So.
So Yeah. So again, we don't know. We don't know about this. About the movie or the book and what's said in it and all that stuff, but what I mean, we haven't done that kind of research to really be on the side. But we definitely, I feel you that like at least have his back. You're a friend. If you're a friend, man, your friend, you're not trying to cover something up like other friends do. You just been there for you, but just been there for your friend.
Yeah, but no, that's the difference between today and yesteryear. Yesteryear, people were willing to make sacrifices for the betterment of us as a whole. These cats nowadays, they not willing to sacrifice anything, not even 5 games of their pay. You know what I mean?
I really think that like you're making a really good point, man, and I think we need to do better. Like you're saying, having each other back, like our power, our money power is very strong, and we continue to listen to the media to tell us that it's not really strong, or listen to the opposition to tell us that our money isn't strong, our economics isn't strong. Where the most we spend our money all in the wrong places anyway,
and we drive the culture.
Yeah,
we have cultural power too.
Yeah,
we have social power too. It's not just economic.
So some of these companies that is not doing black people right, like we need to have backbones to pull out too. Like these companies are pulling out on top Kyrie, right? That's cool.
Yeah,
that's your priority. It's your priority. You want to pull out. You want to pull money out. You want to cancel someone. Like we need to have that conviction as well, that we can say, hey man, we ain't gonna go buy those shoes. But we want to have the freshest. I mean, there's we need to stop with that mentality. We have to. Nothing's going to change if nothing changes. If we're going to continue to be this ebb and flow, and no matter what these companies do to our people, we don't pull out of them. We don't boycott them. Like we got to boycott these companies and let them know that we for real. We care about our culture. But as long as we're spending our money with them, they don't care. All they care is about the profit. It's business.
Yeah. These NBA don't really care about Jewish people. They don't care. ESPN doesn't really care about it. That's not why they're going after Kyrie.
Yep.
That's not what it is.
Yep.
The NBA is like, yo, don't make us look bad because you're gonna hurt the bottom line.
Right.
That's their primary, concern is the bottom line. It's not, let's do something great for the Jewish community. Nah. George Floyd happened. The NBA did nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's not what they're about. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it confused. So I just wish a little more people had Kyrie's back. You could say he's wrong, but at the same time, you could say, hey, the punishment doesn't fit what the alleged crime. Because I don't know if it's a crime or not. You know what I mean? So I hope Kyrie stays in the NBA. I hope they don't try to, expel him from the NBA. Serve the suspension, do what you gotta do to get back. At the same time, as a Knicks fan, I'm glad they're not with the team. And I'm glad they're not with the New York Knicks. But I wish Kyrie the best. He's a great basketball player, and I wish him the best. And same for Ime Udoka. All right, I wish him the best too. He should get another opportunity.
Yeah,
he should get another chance.
For sure.
Now, again, I don't like the way these guys went about their business.
Right.
Because I feel like they were a little careless.
Bro.
And when you're black in the NBA, you can't be like that, dog. Like you can't Ime Udoka. Like, what was you thinking, bro?
What was you thinking,
like,
bro?
what was you thinking, bro? Like
you got a whole family at the house. That's the
and
thing,
you're one of
bro.
the few black coaches in the league.
Yeah, man.
And you don't have no job security.
Just
Black
be faithful to
coaches,
your family,
black
though.
coaches have no job security. Why are you even trying to jeopardize the bag over a woman? You would never leave your wife for her.
Obviously, he would.
Nah.
You want to lay down, like, bro. When you lay down with somebody else, bro, you got your wife at the crib, bro, and your kid.
I don't know what he was thinking, but
Like, that's the thing. Like, you can't jeopardize your life, man. Because you when you jeopardize your family, man, you jeopardize your whole life. Like, I love about Shaq. One thing I love about Shaq is he talk about where he messed up and the pain that he felt when he lost his family, coming to a 40,000 square foot house or 70 whatever 1,000 square foot house without his kids running to him saying, "Can we do this? Can we do that? Can we do?" Like, dude, that I cannot imagine. Like, losing my family like that.
I don't know what he was thinking.
What were you thinking?
Kyrie Irving was careless. Ime Udoka was careless. But I still think they deserve another chance, another opportunity to be employed by the NBA.
Yeah.
So that's where I stand on it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, man. I throw this out there. They should get a chance because a little kid went into another state, shot up a couple people, killed a couple people, and their congressmen and women that want him at their office to do a internship.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about that.
Talk about
our government.
Talk about second opportunities, second chances, man. Man, not only did he dodge jail time, but he might end up being the goddamn president.
They want him.
At some point, he might end up being the president of the United States.
They literally fighting over this guy to have him do an internship at their office.
That's crazy. Ime Udoka should be Ime Udoka. I hope they hire now that you say that, I hope they hire him.
But we should.
I hope the Brooklyn Nets hire him.
But we shouldn't get not one chance. We should never get another chance.
We should get canceled and that's it.
Canceled. Can't work again. Can't do nothing again. Like, you can't work. You can't make any real money ever again.
Now there's some cases where it's like, okay, Kanye West. It's like, it's like if he gets canceled, like I might be okay with that. Like, you know, there's something like Bill Cosby. If he gets canceled, you know, I might be okay with that. Right. But Ime Udoka, nah. Or Kyrie Irving, nah. Draymond Green, okay, fights happen.
Right, fights happen.
You know,
I've been in many fights in practice.
Right. It happens in the NFL. Every preseason, every scrimmage, there's a fight breakout.
Yeah, I've been in many fights in practice now.
Right. So some things I might be okay with. Some things I might not be okay with. Right. But homeboy shot 3 people.
Killed 2
of them. No jail time.
And they fighting to get
he's going to end up being the president of the fucking country. I guarantee that shit. Facts. And I'm speaking nothing but facts right now. He's going to end up. Rittenhouse is going to be. I'm not calling him president though. Right. When he wins, I'm not calling him president. You ain't my president. So. I'm glad we got that off our chest.
Yeah, that was
good. That felt good. Yeah, that felt good. Yeah.
The morality of this country.
Oh man,
high morals.
Come on, man.
High morals we have as a country.
Don't give me that.
The high morals we have as a country.
Follow us. Follow us on Instagram at The Formula Production. Follow us on Twitter at The Formula Pro. Follow us on YouTube at The Formula Production. Follow me at Speechless417.
Yep, you can follow me at Boot Leach.
Leave a comment, like, subscribe, share. And until next time, faith, dream, hustle, repeat.
That's
We
the
out.
formula.